Following almost 2 centuries of peace and prosperity, after the conclusion of the Great Fiend's War, the kingdom of Ilion finds itself once again at war. This time it's the Izirian ambition to conquer the known world and rebuild the Sephurian Empire. A decade of war has shown the kingdom to be Iziria's most formidable adversary, with both sides winning and losing their fair share of battles, but none of them gaining a decisive advantage. But in the last 2 years, something in the equilibrium of this long war changed. Although the Izirians kept on conquering smaller kingdoms and territories, strengthening their position in the world, this was not the prevailing factor. Magic was. A different kind of magic. Magic has always been a part of war, for as long as wars existed. But its strength limited, always important, but never a decisive factor. All that changed with a fundamental shift in how the Izirians used it: necromancy and death magic. With the help of these powerful mages and necromancers, and the superior magic they mastered, Izirians managed in a short time what they couldn't do in a decade: a number of decisive victories that all but wiped the kingdom of Ilion off the map. The kingdom was left with less than half of its original territory and only a handful of towns, finding itself on the verge of collapse. The Great Iron Chain, a string of fortresses defending the entire north border of the kingdom, is now almost completely lost to the Izirians, with Daeg Marastir, the largest of these structures, having fallen only weeks ago. Ilion's greatest project is all but conquered. Only Daeg Marastir remains standing. But for how long? Tired, weary, driven off their land, the Ilions are desperate, but not defeated. Not yet. A small force of veteran fighters is left to defend Daeg Marastir, with Captain Witherell among them, with all the remaining forces retreating to the war capital of Thallamar. Daeg Marastir, the last fortress of the Great Iron Chain, still in Ilion hands. This day was a long time coming, with the Izirians growing ever bolder, and their armies of undead even stronger. But the swiftness of the attack surprised even the seasoned soldiers now defending the fortress in a desperate effort to at least delay the inevitable. Among them, Captain Witherell, formerly commander of Daeg Marastir, now...
Captain, you're awake. Oh, that was quite a blow. Fortunately, Gerard here managed to drag you inside. Commander Devana wants to see you as soon as you're ready. She's over there by the maps.
Captain, it's good to see you are still with us. Getting out of Daeg Marastir unscathed is a feat, but that doesn't make you immortal. The situation is bad. Really bad. Get yourself ready. We'll have to leave soon. This battle is lost. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure to talk to Hellebore.
Captain, good to see you're back among the living. Anything I can help you with? I see. She's set on her plan. Here, take these. You will need them.
Captain, ready to move out? Okay, here's the deal. There's a second exit. But it will be hard. We can't evacuate everyone unless we take some control of the battle outside. That task falls on you, Captain. But you will not be alone. Either me or Rosha will assist you. Don't worry. She's a skilled lancer. I trust her as much as I trust myself. One of us will have to lead the survivors through the caves. It's a dangerous path and one that, for obvious reasons, only few people know. The choice is yours. Very well, everyone. Let's move out.
Captain. I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
Captain, allow me to interrupt. I overheard the Assyrians talking. They're waiting for reinforcements from Daeg Forum. We don't have much time.
Then we must hurry and get everyone to safety. And let you fight the Assyrians alone? Not happening, Captain. And it's Christian. Everyone, move out to the fortress. Someone will guide you from there.
As you approach the entrance, the ground boils under your feet, spirals of smoke rising to the sky in contorted shapes. The air itself echoes with voices of pain and suffering.
Cursed land! Right at the entrance! This is meant to trap any possible survivors in. What's a few dead soldiers to an army led by necromancers? Just fuel for the fire. Alive or dead, they will serve.
with the last Azerian soldier lying dead at your feet, the strange artifact at the center of the camp begins pulsating a strange blue light. Is it a warning? Is it a call?
So it is you giving us all this trouble. Your face is familiar. Right. They did a decent job, though. There's not many of your kind left in Erevrand.
Malott! You scum!
I'm not gonna lie. I went after a pair of Izerian soldiers. Thought they were an easy win. I don't know what they had planned for us, but I'm sure it wasn't good. Another exit.
The wizard pauses for a second, as if trying to recover a long-lost memory, and then his mood grows darker.
Oh, I see. If that's the point we're at, very well. But that path is not for me to take. Oh, no, not at all. I was just hoping we didn't get to that point yet. I see your point, Commander. But I would like to join you. There's still some fight left in me. Great. Let me direct everyone to the fortress, and I'm ready.
I'm so glad I made it just in time!
It can't be! I saw you die! This is a fight we cannot win, Captain. But it is not your fight. Take this letter and go straight to Thallamar. You are to report to Chancellor Waldemar. He's expecting you. We'll hold them off for as long as possible. I'm sorry, Captain, but once you plunged into battle, we had to improvise. Except for this guy here. But I have a surprise for him.
Your journey from Daeg Marastir takes you through the forest of Nurdundas. You set up camp near the road to the great city. 2 days full riding left ahead of you. After the fall of Daeg Forum, a fortress that was under your command, you did not expect Daeg Marastir to share the same fate so quickly, let alone to be called back to Thallamar. And yet, Chancellor Waldemar has requested your presence to discuss a matter of the utmost importance. Or so he says. The bonfire crackles lazily in front of you, and the woods are silent. Perhaps too silent. Anya, the scout sent ahead by Commander Divana, was supposed to meet you here, but she hasn't showed up yet. Where is she? She should have been back by now. Your companion, Christian, echoes the same worrying thoughts in his eyes. The crisp night air mixed its forest-laden fragrance with the smell of burning wood, and hung around the two travelers like a cloak. The night was calm and relaxed, in complete contrast with the look on their faces.
She should have been here by now, Captain. This doesn't feel right. Anya is never late. Then we should not waste any more time and go find her. Very little. This is the first time I've traveled this far north in my life. North of where we are right now, that's all I know. Aye, Commander. We should be very careful, though, just in case she's right about these goblins.
The campfire burns lazily, chasing away the nearby shadows. The campfire burns brightly, its light bathing the surroundings in a warm glow. In front of you, an unusual scene plays out. Anya, your ranger, is pinned against a rock cliff, facing off a pair of goblins. And a bear?
Thank you so much for your timely arrival, Commander. I was ambushed by goblins and their pet bear. I hardly believe it myself. I've never seen anything like this. The goblins I was handling, but that damn bear! I've never seen anything like it. Anyway, there's a goblin camp not far from here. They set it up in one of the larger caves west of here, so I couldn't actually get very deep inside without being spotted. What I did manage to notice is that they have some human prisoners inside. I don't know where they came from or what they plan to do with them, but we should do something about it. Thank you, Captain. Let's get moving. There's no telling what the goblins have planned for the prisoners.
The 3 prisoners in front of you look battered and tired, but 2 of them appear to be in somewhat decent physical condition at least. The third, however, dressed in a guard's uniform, seems to be unconscious. Another prisoner, a woman, is kneeling over him, holding a wet cloth over his forehead. She looks up at you and greets you meekly.
Thank you for your help, but I'm afraid our friend here will still need more help. I'm an alchemist, and I was in the woods outside Rowan County gathering herbs. Then they came out of nowhere, screaming and waving their weapons. They would have killed us on the spot had it not been for Corin. Corin held them off for a while, but the fiends managed to bring him down eventually. Then the strangest thing happened. A shaman walked forth from somewhere at the back of the group and barked some orders at the others. The goblins stayed their hand and, instead of killing us, just hauled us back here. The goblins happened. He fought to save us from them, but there were too many. And we can't risk moving him anywhere. He's too weak. He will need a poison antidote and a healing potion to help kickstart his recovery. I can, however, tell you what ingredients you will need and how to brew the potions yourself. Here's the recipe.
The goblin shaman lies dead before you, the jewel in his quarterstaff shattered into hundreds of tiny pieces. You gain no further insight into how this goblin managed to exert his influence over the local wildlife. You can only hope that whatever knowledge the creature had unearthed is as gone as its wielder.
The stone is shattered. There's not much more we can find out from the goblins. But still, magic-wielding goblins? This is disturbing, if not downright frightening. Luck might just be on our side this time. These glowing things around the cave, it looks like some form of technology. Maybe there's a link with the goblins' newfound magic abilities. I've seen something like this up north, near the ruined tower. We should take a look.
woman pants, exhausted from the fight, but clearly exhilarated. She takes down her hood, and you cannot help but notice her striking appearance. Her hair is naturally white, thick and silky, but clean-shaven on one side, and on her scalp, where the skin is exposed, is a garish scar in the shape of an arcane symbol, one you do not recognize, almost as if she has been branded.
Praise Amal, dear, you're just in time.
The other villager helps the woman lift the guard's head up while she carefully administers the potions to him. In just a few moments, the guard's skin turns a healthier shade of red, and his convulsions stop, allowing him to fall into a deep sleep.
I think we'll be all right now. We've fashioned a stretcher in the meanwhile, and we'll carry our friend to safety. Thank you for everything.
Captain, what is this place?
The ancient buried garrison in Forum Woods. The same alien-looking ruins. The same artifacts as powered by magic energy.
Welcome to the halls of... Who are you? Servants! Intruders. Alert! Alert! Servants have breached the halls.
And this time is not of my doing, and I have witnesses for that. For once in my life.
You idiots! I told you not to touch the console! Alien soldiers! How did you manage to enter this place?
It was those damn goblins. I told you they will be trouble, but you had to do your research.
Silence! That dumb beast found a way to break the crystal it stole!
Let me interrupt your rants for a second.
Research. Knowledge beyond your wildest imagination. The ancestors' knowledge is so vast that it would take centuries to decipher.
And look at this thing. It's still functional.
Nothing your feeble alien minds would comprehend. These ruins are ancient. So ancient, in fact, the Surefire Empire started studying them almost 2 millennia ago. I am Viljan, Master Scholar of the Third Circle of Thonargant, Keeper of the... But why am I telling you this? You're dead already. Ha! Created! The stupid beast stole that shiny stone and took off. Enough of this. You only waste my valuable time. And the automated defenses you idiots managed to trigger will be a pain to deal with. Guards, deal with this mess.
Magic energy in its purest form. The knowledge halls of Carnevrion hold such an orb of pure magic energy. Well, they don't. Not usually.
As it goes. There's no way further into the ruins. The hallway's completely collapsed. Probably this whole part of the structure is, by the looks of it.
Right. There's no danger from the goblins becoming magic wielders.
To give the Chancellor a thorough report. There may be more to discover below, but at least the Isarians won't be the ones doing the discovery.
You approach the woman and you extend your hand to help her to her feet. She takes hold of your hand and smiles wickedly as she does so. You have barely a moment to react as she pulls a dagger from the folds of her cloak and slashes at you. From the trees on the sides of the road, bandits pour out and attack.
Do you need to report a crime?
A couple of days later, after a tiring road through the Ilian countryside, the party arrives in Thallamar. Hastily converted into the wartime capital of Elion after the loss of Erevrand, Thallamar's advantage lies in its position, far from the Azerian threat, but still well connected to all the major Elion regions. The town and its old fort quickly became the center of the kingdom's defense. And now for the all-important meeting with War Chancellor Waldemar.
Hello, what can I do for you?
Welcome, Captain, or should I say Commander. I trust you're well rested after your adventure in the forest of Nurdundas? Now, before we get down to the matter at hand, I had some questions about your report. The Assyrians were making themselves at home for quite some time there, from what I gathered, right under our noses, in what still is Elion land, guarded Elion land. How did they go unnoticed for so long? How did they know about the place? And most importantly, what were they looking for? Their abilities with the dark arts are indeed extraordinary, and a cause of great concern to us. Well, that's not entirely correct. It's not common knowledge anymore, but you might have stumbled upon the Surefire outposts that are scattered across Elion. Some of them are just small buildings. Others can be a few levels deep. And some were just dug too deep. The rise of the Surefirians was built on digging greedily into the depths of Zoria, and sometimes I feel their downfall was brought the same way. Indeed, the object of their research, maybe, that could become a cause for concern at some point, but we are not there yet. The Assyrians remain the biggest threat to the very existence of Elion, as much with their army as with their newfound knowledge of the dark arts and the wave of undead that follows it. Because of this, Captain, that I am entrusting you with a mission of the utmost importance. You are to take command of the Rithvale outpost. Commander, it's an old outpost dating back to the Great Friends War, hidden in the forests of Rithvale, and hidden it should remain so for the time being. A different approach. Over the last few months, it has become apparent that we can't defeat the Assyrians on the battlefield, and you have seen that firsthand. We need another way if we are to win this, and after much consideration, I have decided to resort to more covert operations. During the Great Fiends' War, the kingdom was defended by a series of small outposts scattered all over the countryside. A few of them are still in existence, albeit in a rather decrepit state. The Rithvale outpost is one such place. It's not in the best shape, but it will do for now. It fell, indeed, and this is why another defensive position would be a mistake. The outpost will not serve as such. It will be your base. We are not preparing a defense. We are preparing an attack. And for this reason, it is essential that your initial moves are hidden from prying eyes. Once there, you will establish a self-sufficient base and start recruiting your own team. There are a few soldiers I can spare from the defense of our cities, but you will not need many soldiers for this particular assignment. That's simple. Special missions inside Assyrian territory to weaken their army and investigate for ways to defeat them. You are free to do this through any means necessary. You will need to recruit as diverse and competent a team as possible. I can't help you much with this. What I can do is release Christian and Anya from their duties here and let them accompany you. Judging by the way you worked together on your way here, I believe you have all the necessary qualities to do this. And one more thing, that mage girl, Emanora, I believe you met on the retreat from Daeg Faram. She's also wanted to join you, and since she's no soldier, I could not order her differently. They should both arrive in Rithvale soon. Garrick I could have ordered differently, but his mind would have been with you anyway. At least now, so is his sword. They left about a day ago. You are a respected leader already. Commander, Now is your time to prove our trust is well placed. May Toroth watch over you.